Hello and welcome, my lovely Sagittarius. I am the Queen of Clovers, and this is your weekly reading from April 18th through 25th, 2021. It is a general reading, but it is also a general week where you just ask Spirit, what do you need to know? What's going on with your energy? In my pre-reading, Sagittarius, I feel like you are just ready to move forward. It's like you want the summer to come. You're feeling very strong on your own 2 feet. You don't need an offer from anybody to manage. You don't need a new start. You just need things to keep going as well as they are going. Sirens are for Saint Michael the Archangel. You're going to make it on your own. There's something here about making it on your own, or the person you're supposed to be sharing things with, and this is not necessarily love, this could be business, or it could be your roommate or your sister or brother kind of thing. You are in conflict with, there's a little dishonesty, you're hiding things from each other, and therefore no decision can be made. That could be a totally random message out of the blue, especially if you have something you need to decide on with a sibling, such as a parent's headstone, or like what to do with your mom's closet. I don't know. It's like a post-death or post-move into, let's see what that is. Yeah, there's work to be done here, Sagittarius, but you're not really up for it. And you're ready to do the work by yourself. You'd rather do it by yourself. You'd rather not wait for anybody else. You know you can do it by yourself the fastest, the easiest, and the least suffering, and privately. There's something about this that needs to be privately. It's probably why I came up with, like, cleaning out a deceased person's belongings, or picking out their headstone kind of thing. It's just, you want it to be private. There's something about this that, you know, you just really don't know what you're going to find. And, you know, the person who wants to do it now is thinking they're going to find all these happy memories. And you're afraid they're going to find out something a little more risque or whatever. It's like mom's vibrator kind of feeling. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's something you just wish they would stop. And, you just kind of want them to dream their dreams that they used to have about this person, but you're like, well, I kind of know a little more about this person, and it'll break your heart to know that maybe there isn't as much money to be had. People might think you're withholding money. There's no money to be had. And even some of, like, the personal writings from this person are really randy. Or they talk about hating somebody, like somebody that they shouldn't be hating, like their husband. Their life didn't go the way they wanted to. They didn't marry who they wanted to. There's just some writings in there that can be a bit rough. And you know that some people will either destroy them, or what you don't want to do, because when taken in context, they're very beautiful, or they want to take them out of context. They want to use them for their own benefit. It's kind of like, I've always said I never wanted children. I really didn't want children. And by never wanted children, I mean before I was 18. You know, in high school and all that crap. I really didn't. I never expected to have children. I didn't really think I was the marrying kind. I didn't think I could hold down a relationship with anybody long enough to have an 18-year relationship with a child. I just had low confidence in myself as a mother, and as, you know, I just didn't think I had it in me. Lo and behold, I'm 19 and pregnant. Kind of changes things, especially, I don't know. But it just changed everything about me, and I love being a mom. I'm actually a really good mom. Sometimes too much of a mom. But at the same time, another person can take that and, like, tell my son, well, she never wanted kids. No, I never wanted kids. But when I got them, I definitely wanted to keep them. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like this person does that. And so you don't want them touching you don't want them touching this project. It's not necessarily a death project, but or a former project. You're showing up in your reading here, but you are showing up as nightmares over a Knight of Pentacles issue, which is a project or a journey, some kind of something that has to be done. And you're stuck in the middle between a nightmare and really doing something that should be, there's something about this that should be really enjoyable for you. And people are kind of stepping on it raunchy, or they're doing something to it that's blasphemous. Yeah, you're gonna speak up about this in ways that are gonna surprise people, because you want it to be fair, you want it to be open, you want somebody to really consider this properly. You knew one of the queens of England, I believe it was Queen Alice, well, whatever, whoever it was, her sister edited and redacted a lot of journal items after she passed that were quite randy, and it keeps coming back into my head. But you know, her daughters didn't get to see it, and so there can be a loss there, even though similar Anne Frank's father, he edited a lot of stuff out of her writing because he thought it was inappropriate when it was really just a girl speaking from her heart. A lot of girls needed to hear that. A lot of people needed to hear it. Yeah, there's a lot about speaking up here, taking strength, supporting others, but finding a balance somewhere. There is a fiery message to be had here. You're afraid of somebody extinguishing it. I have the Queen of Wands here, which would be you, Sagittarius. You're not going to be quiet about this. You know exactly. Your intuition is telling you everything. You've got it on lock. But there is something kind of physical, inherentancy. I mean, this can be basic as finding like an old piece of jewelry on the beach between two people, and how to split that, or how to sell it, or look for the owner. It's that kind of crazy vibe. But it does seem to have a lot more emotions involved here. Somebody's going to feel left out in the cold once this gets going. And Sagittarius, it ain't gonna be you. Sagittarius, you're putting up. Okay, yeah. Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. My goodness. This has come out in a lot of readings. Yeah. You're gonna move with love. But what people do speak to you sharply, that's coming back around to them. Because you're in charge. This Queen of Swords thinks she's somebody, and the big surprise is that you're the Queen of Wands and you're somebody else. Would a Queen of Wands be a Queen of Swords in a fight? Yeah, because Queen of Swords only has her words. Not saying you should fight. Yeah, I think there is just, people are thinking this is a great opportunity, and it's really something that belongs in the heart, in the family. Yeah. Sorry. That's what you're going to pretty much tell everybody. You're going to ban people from this. You actually have more power over this than you wanted to begin with, but now that you have it and you've seen what there is to see, you're going to take charge of it and make sure it's okay. It's like becoming the keeper of something. And I do feel like it's words, like journals or books. Could be recipes. There's just something about it that people like, you know, the family finds Mama's recipes and they're like, oh, let's publish a book. And you're like, no, these are secret family recipes. And that's where the sweetness in life comes from. It's like, I'm going to cook all the food and see what it tastes like. And other people are thinking like, oh, we're going to make millions. But you're like, I don't know. That's not how it's done. Yeah. You're going to come to a very, very, very good closure on this, because you are going to give people options that are acceptable to you to participate. Because you're not dealing with this as a burden. You're going to deal with this as a in charge, considering all possibilities, loving, comforting way. And they're going to have to deal with it, damn it. Yeah. Could have a Capricorn around you. Could just be tied to this in ways that you didn't expect to be. But you're going to get something out of this. Stars and stripes. Not stars and stripes, but like stars and rockets. Is what I meant. Like fireworks. There's going to be something about this. This is really going to excite you. And right now you feel tied to it. You feel like this is the opposite of what I ever wanted. But in the end, like I said, fireworks, stars and stripes. Stars and fire. I don't know why I keep saying stars and stripes. It could be a 4th of July thing coming up. But it's definitely stars and fireworks. You're going to have a moment where this is going to be like, damn, Disneyland got to launch like a million rockets to compete with this kind of energy. So look for that, Sagittarius, because you're going to have to lay down the law on this one for some reason. All right. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Share Sagittarius. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate. And I will see you next week, my lovely lovelies.